Can you imagine at this point in your life to go do a drag show and no one have a phone? People are enjoying the moment? Take a minute. Think about that.
I would love it.
Well, nobody ever enjoys anything at your show anyway, but I just...
Yeah, instead of sending clips of me saying, look how bad, they could just sit there and go, God, this is bad.
Right, completely.
Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel, and welcome back to The Pit Stop, the show where we recap RuPaul's Drag Race. And today we're recapping episode 7 of season 13. And I am joined by somebody you may have heard of before. She's not only a winner from season 6, she not only wears more makeup than even me, but she's the only person more canceled than I've been, Bianca Del Rio.
How are you? And the crowd goes tepid.
Girl, we are really out here in wigs talking to people on screens.
Ain't this something? Isn't this the new world now? I've kind of gotten used to this whole online Have you? Have you like adapted to this is what our life is now going to be?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I would eventually become a cam girl. I just thought it would be by choice, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Camera, long as the camera is far enough away, you can be a girl.
I gotta ask, your library looks great. How are you enjoying your home in Palm Springs?
It's not bad. You know, I mean, one of the reasons why I moved to Palm Springs is because everybody's old, so here I'm considered chicken. And the fact of the matter is that I'm also hidden from everybody, so it's good. You know, I mean, I love LA for certain reasons, and I love New York for certain reasons, but I'm kind of happy to be out here because there's never any snow. You know, as Laganja would say, it's as dry as your vagina, mama.
And if you guys want to visit Bianca Del Rio, her home address is... Don't use that.
I really look at you right now and I go, wow, that's a lot. But then I just saw a picture of Demi Moore, which I can see the similarities. So she must have seen your face and said, give me those cheeks where it looks like I'm sucking on a lemon.
Demi Moore saw a picture of me and she went to the doctor like this.
Yeah, make it happen. Make it happen.
And by the way, Bianca just said she looked at me in the monitor and said, wow, that's a lot. That's coming from this.
It is. Come on. Listen, don't be mad at me because I know how to wear a red wig, unlike Tina Burner. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, let's get into episode 7 because things are happening. Last week, Olivia Lux snatched her first win, but sadly, fan favorite Tamisha sashayed away. Were you shocked?
I love the old girls, and I have to say that I love anybody who has been around, who has paid their dues, who came in. She was brilliant, gorgeous, she gets it. To me, I mean, you kids would call it old school drag, but that's what I grew up with. A bitch who did what she had to do to make magic happen, and I thought she was fabulous on the show, so I hated to see her go, sadly.
It was kind of shocking. I mean, she had such a, I mean, the fans are wild for her, and she's been doing so good,
Yeah.
and then for her to go, it was like, whoa.
Whoa, yeah, this is scary.
You get a little bit reminded that like, just because somebody's good one day, don't mean the next day.
Ain't that the truth? I mean, you're a perfect example of that.
Exactly. Do medium good the whole time so no one notices you.
If anything, they can walk away going, you're consistent.
You're consistently bad, yes. All right, so Bianca, when you competed and you first saw some of the first queens going home, were you shook or were you like, bye girl?
No, you know, it's that weird thing. Even as I was watching the episode just now, you have, and I'm sure you experience it as well, you have this different perception of what it was like. When you're there, it's like, even when Ru says, everybody say love, I was like, yes, everybody say love. Now I'm like, oh, shut up. You know, in the moment, it was just like, you know, I loved everybody and I thought, what a great bubble to be in. So once you get in the bubble, it's amazing. But once you're out of the bubble, you're like, I'm just as nasty as all those other bitches on Twitter. Oh, I hate you. Oh, I hate this. Why'd she wear that? But I've also been behind the curtain, so it's mixed emotions, I would say.
When the queens enter the workroom, there's an interesting moment where Elliott talks about not fitting in with the rest of the group. What did you think of that moment?
Well, usually they say that right before they get eliminated. So that's always the game, you know? It's like, oh, let's now complain about our lives or let's be apologetic. No, I think you should be worried. I mean, in my experience, I thought I was gonna go home every episode. You just don't know what's to come, so you just have to roll with the punches.
It's a tough environment, so like if you really feel like you see all these cliques forming and you're not in a clique, you're like, I could see how that'd be a little hard. I don't think I'd have a problem with that because I'm so well liked, but I could imagine it being hard.
Wait a minute, you being well-liked? Come on, if anybody knows how to be well-liked, it's me. I mean, honestly, you and I should form a support group. Everyone thinks I'm kind and sweet.
The next day, Rosé mentioned she's having weird dreams, which we've heard talked about before on the show. During season 6, did you have any weird dreams?
No, I don't think I had any weird dreams. I mean, I don't know about you, but I get wrapped up in my own head. I start overthinking everything in my brain of what could possibly happen. So I'm kind of preoccupied with my daytime brain that at night, no, I didn't. Did you have crazy dreams?
I mean, sometimes I'd have these crazy waking fantasies of like, what if Violet was nice to me? Or like, wild things, crazy things. Things that could never happen.
Why are you dreaming about her?
RuPaul enters the workroom and announces that the time has come for the iconic reading challenge. Bianca, as an expert in the field, as a reader yourself, who stood out to you?
Well, there were several things that I enjoyed. I have to say,
I just have to say, this isn't the literacy was not strong in this group, if we're talking reading.
well, complete sentences has also been challenging. But I must say, before we even get into that, RuPaul walking in looking like the last Village Person member was pretty genius. I mean, and the one person who does not need to wear platform shoes is RuPaul. So she was getting clever. I love the look that she had on. I thought Mick was amazing. I thought when Mick called the other one a pug, I couldn't stop laughing. Candy. I'm confused because remember, I'm old. I thought Mick got Candy good. I thought Mick was probably the strongest in the reading challenge. Didn't you?
Yes, Mick really got her when she called her a pug. I was like, finally someone said it. I was having like some Miss Fame flashbacks when Elliot was reading because it was just like... We had a really tough reading challenge in season 7. Everybody was either not at all funny or it was just a mean thing to say.
Well, I appreciate that recap because I didn't watch your season. But yeah.
So congrats, Gottmik. You are an ultimate hater. Congratulations.
Yes. Is it got Meek or got Mick?
Oh God, it is Gottmik, isn't it?
You said Meek.
I have been
Am
saying,
I wrong?
Girl, you are not wrong, and they will tell me in the comments, like, you said this name wrong. It's a confusing name. Whatever happened to Beth? Like...
Susie. Myrtle. Can we get a Myrtle? What about Rosemary?
Can we get a Myrtle?
Can we get that?
Yeah, what about a hot name like Rosemary or Myrtle? Something sexy. Congrats, Gottmik. Congrats. Ru announces for the Maxi Challenge this week, the queens have to compete in an improv challenge called Bossy Rossi After Dark with Ross Matthews. Improv is tough for a lot of queens. Bianca, what is the key to doing well in a Drag Race improv challenge?
It's fascinating to me when they say they can't sew and they go on the show, or they've never done any acting experience. First of all, that's what drag usually is. It's not just about lip syncing. Actually, once I had a comment that Bianca is not really a drag queen because she doesn't lip sync.
That was me. I'm so sorry.
So my point is that you have to realize that all of that kind of encompasses a good character. I mean, when you get in drag, it's a character that you're presenting. I mean, we are normal people in real life, so I think it's important to have improv skills.
Whether you like it or not, sometimes your job is to do comedy, so it's good to feel comfortable with that. Next, Ru assigns the queens in 4 groups and explains the segments they'll be improvising in. Bianca, which one would you have wanted to do?
Well, I thought the mime was funny, and I do have a face for it, but I'm not gonna even go there.
I was gonna say, representation matters. Did you see yourself on the screen today?
Hello, and she had clown face.
Bitch, if only you were silent.
My people, shut up. Listen, I was a lesbian for about 10 years. My hands work well. I would have taken, the mime role I thought was best because sometimes everyone thinks being the loudmouth or the obnoxious one is gonna make it work. No, here's a prime example. You are now a mime, and you can only express through this. So I thought that would be the one I would take. What would you take?
I would have wanted that one. To me, that one had like winner all over it. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Can I ask from season 6, who would you have wanted to be in your group?
I have to say, Adore and Courtney were the 2 people that I always looked for in my group because they were great with bouncing off of other people. So I would have to say Adore and Courtney. I mean, Darian was funny. I mean, there were so many different elements of people that I liked. But yeah, Darian, Courtney, or Adore, yes.
I don't know. Not to be, it's hard because when I was with Milk doing The Bachelor, he really struggled in that challenge. And when your partner's struggling, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's the worst. Yeah.
Like now, it's awful.
Yeah.
Okay, as the queens prepare, Simone is getting nervous that she's partnered with Candy because Candy is trying to apply the notes that she got from the judges last week. What did you think about that moment?
Well, it's shocking that anybody's applying the notes. That number one, I didn't know anybody listened.
Yeah, you're supposed to like die on that hill and be like, this is who I am. And the judges are like, we just wanted you to wear a nice wig.
but the thing is that of all people, the last person I thought who could listen is Candy. So I thought it was very commendable of her, despite the fact that she sent Tamisha home, which upset me, that she is now in this zone where she's going, I'm gonna apply the rules. Good for her. She's actually listening. Who knew? Who thought?
I mean, that's all they want to see is that you heard what they said. You don't have to ever do it again. You could leave Drag Race and go f all those notes. So we also see that Utica and Olivia compete for the same part of the mime. What do you think about that?
Well, that's tricky, because here it is a situation where someone says, I do this well, and I know this, and I could be the best at it. And the other one's going, I'd like to try it. It gets tricky. Sometimes you have to just go, you go do it. I thought Utica did the right thing by letting her go and do it because she did a marvelous job. But it could have gone any which way.
Also, they broke the cardinal rule, which is like, never say you're good at something on Drag Race. Don't ever say you're good at it. I don't care if you're a professional ballet dancer. You need to be like, I've never danced before. Because the second you say it's your thing, it's over for you, bitch. It's curtain.
It's done, bitch.
Let's talk about how these queens perform, starting with the first group, I'm Pregnant with My Imaginary Boyfriend's Baby, which is Rosé, Denali, and Lala Ree. Thoughts, Bianca?
I thought it worked. I thought that even though that some of the critiques that they got was that the third girl, Lala, was not as exciting, she shouldn't have been. She was just the doctor. I thought it was a great dynamic. So I disagreed with the judges. I thought it was a well thought out scene. Didn't you?
Yeah, and I feel like if you have these two people playing like these bumpkins who are pregnant, which it was very much a family reunion for me, the doctor should be a little more straight or it's not gonna work. Next up, we have Gottmik, Olivia, and Utica in Breaking My Silence, Escape from the Cult of Mimology. What did you think?
I thought that Mick was great as the therapist. In the beginning, it was kind of downplayed, but then I saw what was going on. And I thought the mime, we've discussed that, was absolutely fabulous. Utica coming in was a little bit confusing because I didn't know what the Starbucks order, the sexy look, being the mother. I didn't know what she was trying to put out there.
Yeah, like if they're trying to make a character that explains why this person went to silence, like mimology, maybe make the mom like a hardcore like disciplinarian or like a nun who's somebody who talks really quiet or something. I don't know. The next group we see is former teen queens. Where are they now with Candy Muse and Simone? What do we think?
Well, I thought, shockingly, I gotta give it to Candy. I didn't want to like her and I wanted to be mad at her for kicking my friend off that I loved. But I thought she did good. Being understated was something I would never thought I would say about her. I thought she applied it well. I believed what she was doing. And when Simone came in, it just it was a great marriage of the two of them. And I liked it.
Simone was really relaxed. Like watching her, you felt like she knew exactly what she was gonna do versus Candy, you could see the wheels turning a little bit, but it was still pretty good. Finally, we see Tina Burner and Elliot in My Best Friend's 600-pound ass is killing our friendship. What did you think?
I know Tina Burner because I lived in New York and we're friends and I've known her for quite some time. She's fun and she's great and I thought she was brilliant. I thought what she brought to it was smart and funny. She's Fanny, her ass is out, she's giving it to him. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
It's not as funny as her runway, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we were, choices.
Before the queens hit the runway, they talk a little bit about the shows that inspired Bossy Rossi, like Jerry Springer and Maury. Did you ever watch those shows?
So I grew up with that. That was our, afternoon thing. Oprah was the classy one, and everyone else was like, person who ceramics. That was what I enjoyed watching.
That was probably my first exposure to cross-dressers or trans people or anything, was those episodes where it's like, is it a he or a she?
Oh, yeah.
I remember being home being like, I don't know but work. You know what I mean? I didn't know, but I liked it. So before we get into the looks, how do we feel about Miss T.S. Madison?
I was like, yes, T.S. I absolutely love her. I've gotten to work with her. She's one of my friends. Love her. The best.
Yeah, she's sickening. She is, by the way, like the nicest person too. So fierce.
She totally is.
So it's runway time and the category is Beat It. Bianca, do you like the beads?
When I first heard Beat It, when Rue said Beat It, I didn't know what she meant. And then when I saw that it's beads, I'm like, yes, everybody's doing a nod to New Orleans, Mardi Gras, the things I have shown to get beads in my life. Yeah, I'm ready for it. Mm-hmm.
Did you sense some Mardi Gras in the room?
I could smell it.
The way you drink, I don't even know if you remember a Mardi Gras. So let's go through the looks. What did you think of Denali?
I love the idea of the costume. I thought being a chandelier was great. I thought it was well executed. I thought the lower half could have had a little more beads on it. And I know you do, I have a problem with tiny wigs on a big face. So I wish the wig would have been a little bigger.
Thank God you're here, Bianca.
If not, you just look like a little dirty Q-tip with not much going on.
Girl.
That's just my take.
100%. It almost makes you look more male. So Bianca, what did you think of Rosé?
I liked the costume. I didn't like the wig. I thought the wig looked cheap. I thought it was a little too shiny.
Bring new wigs to Drag Race, but not so new that it's fully plastic out of a bag.
Yeah, that it's completely shiny.
Yeah.
But I thought the costume was nice, but then she had to tell us it took hours and hours, and that's what made me feel unimpressed.
Yeah, let me be impressed. Don't tell me it's impressive. Bianca, La Ree, speak on it.
I thought it was okay. I mean, it was safe. I loved it was disco-y approach. I wasn't mad at it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Her makeup looks great. Her face looks great.
No, she's beautiful.
Beautiful
yeah.
girl.
It needed some highs and lows to it, and let's be honest, it was much better than those little gift bags that she had on a couple weeks ago. So look, it's a step up, bitch. It's
Girl,
a step up.
Those bags. I think about those bags all the time.
Let's take a moment. Let's both think about them. Okay.
How do we feel about Gottmik's anal bead fantasy? Did it take you back to Mardi Gras?
It took me back to Mardi Gras. I mean, I've done things for beads, but I've done things with beads. I gotta say, it was impressive. I mean, I'd sit on it. What about you?
It's a little small for me.
Oh, really?
I didn't like this look very much. I know that's...
Why?
I just thought, like, it was not funny or not pretty either. I didn't think it was like...
Well, that's funny. Well, I find that amusing coming from you because it looked like something you would wear. It's a box of a 60s dress with some thing on her head. I mean,
yeah,
it's
I had no
totally
problem
you.
with the cut of the dress. I just wasn't in love.
I thought it was fine. I mean, I wasn't ooh-hoo-wah crazy about it, but I also wasn't mad. I thought it was all right.
Olivia Lux, Bianca, what did you think?
I thought she did something different with the theme, which was great, because normally as a drag queen, you think beads, you think, as you know, Rue said, Bob Mackie and fringy and fabulous. She took it a different level. She took a different interpretation of the theme. I thought it was great. I thought she looked adorable. And I always thoroughly enjoy when a drag queen goes, it's custom gown and custom. Of course it's custom. Everything is custom, even if it's made in a kitchen on somebody's floor. It's custom.
Up next, Utica, what did you think?
I like her a lot. There's some quirkiness. I didn't understand the look, and I was surprised that she was safe during this episode, because I thought for sure Michelle was gonna go, what is this, beads? Blah, blah, blah. But I thought it was an interesting look, and I like her, but that doesn't make it right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, no, yes. It was an interesting look. I will say, if we're policing wigs, Utica's somebody who looks great in a short little Mia Farrow hair, though. She really looked good. Bianca, Candy Muse. Bianca, Candy Muse.
I gotta tell you, I love an overconfident bitch. You know, I thought it was a look.
She came around the corner in the fur, and I said, oh, great, she stopped shaving.
It blended beautifully with her back. I mean, I thought it was okay. I wasn't crazy about it. I was even shocked that Michelle Visage liked it, but you know, she's from New Jersey, so what is her taste level? But in the end, I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was groundbreaking or exciting.
I liked the huge hat with the tight snatchback hair. I kind of think this is the best runway she's had all season, to be honest.
I would have preferred the hat with a veil made of lead. I think it would have softened her look a bit.
Perhaps a
No, I
burqa.
thought it was, you know, do you know what? I think it was fine. It's fine.
Bianca, Simone.
I'm now a fan. I'm in love with her. I love the look. I thought she looked gorgeous. I thought it was creative. I thought it was different. She's got the body, she's got the face, she's got the demeanor. That's a winner, bitch.
It was such a serve from the front. That bead reveal with the name in the back, it was already good without that. And when she walked out and you saw her name, I was like, oh my God.
She's talented, she's likable, she's relatable. There was just a lot about her that I enjoy.
You know, young, thin, promising. Reminds me of somebody I know.
Yeah, not you.
Bianca Del Rio, what would you say to Little Roy?
Wear a better bra. No,
I love Tina Burner. So if whatever you're about to say, I'm with you. I love her, but girl, these runways.
Well, I'm only gonna judge this runway and just say it was not my favorite look. And not that everything should be pretty. I enjoy something that's comedy. I just didn't think it was a flattering look. And just because you're revealing, it doesn't mean that it's fabulous. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. And she's like, I'm taking the critique from the judges. I'm like, they told you to dress like a Cabbage Patch Kid?
A Cabbage Patch Kid with titties, not a good look, not a good look. And let me tell you, I am from New Orleans. You would not get beads for those titties. Nobody. You got a better chance of painting nipples on your ass and making more money. That is not a good look. No, didn't like it.
And finally, Elliott with 2 T's. Bianca, what did you think?
I like the costume. You know how I feel about small wigs. But shockingly, it worked. This was really good.
So of all the looks, Bianca, which one's your favorite?
I have to say, Simone was my favorite look. I'm in love with it for so many reasons. I thought it was just different. I thought she looked gorgeous. I thought it was the best use of the theme, and it's something that I could never wear. So mad props and much respect to it. I thought that was the stellar.
Yeah, she really kind of bulldozed these hoes with that look. It was amazing. I really hated Tina's. Who was the least favorite for you?
I'm gonna have to say Tina's. Aside from it, I thought the theme was cute. I get it. You know, it's a gimmick. It's a fun costume. I just thought it wasn't a pretty fitted. And look, I would prefer one consistent look than trying to change costumes to try to make the joke and it all look bad, awkward, worse.
If you hated this, wait till you see this.
No.
So after the judges' critiques, we find out the winner is Olivia Lux, and this is her 2nd week in a row winning. Bianca, do you agree?
I thought coming in, taking this role, no one thought she could do it. Well, her group didn't care. But she really came in and delivered. I thought she took the best role there was. She made the best out of it. And it seems like something new to her. But hey, if it lights that spark, I'm all about it.
Not to mention, it's kind of a smart competitor. She really sat down and read that script and said, this is the role I'm gonna win with, and she fought for that role. In the bottom 2, we have Lala Ri and Elliott with 2 T's. Do you agree with the bottom 2?
Yeah, based on performance, I guess. Because even though I hated Tina's runway, I thought Tina was great in the sketch. So yeah, I would say they were probably the weakest links.
I think Elliott had a better runway than, say, like Tina, but Tina's performance was great, and that's really what matters. The lip sync starts, and it's Whole Lotta Woman by Kelly Clarkson, and Lala and Elliott are serving. What are you thinking of the lip sync as a viewer?
I guess it seemed like Elliott seemed to understand the song better than Lala did. Does that make sense? Gave more of a...
It was a little more dynamic, like punctuated ups and downs. There was hits and then soft sections.
Peaks and valleys. Peaks and valleys, I thought were there. I liked the nuances. I liked the approach. I thought she gave a stellar, full-out, convincing performance.
Yeah, she kind of served. They both were good though, and that's a great lip sync song. Like a beat and a commanding female vocal. I mean, come on.
You can't win. That's it. You can win.
So Elliott wins the lip sync, which sadly means Lala Ri sachets away. Do you agree with the outcome?
Based on the lip sync, yeah. Don't you?
Yeah, I agree. I hate to say it. Lala Ri has she hasn't won a challenge yet, and she's kind of had some flounders. But then again, so has Elliott. So it really, in this case, I think just came down to the lip sync. Because neither of them were doing stellar.
No, and I think that's what happens is, in the competition, here you go, you're faced, this is your moment. That's the thing about the lip sync. You have your chance to redeem yourself and come back to what you know and make the magic, and it just kind of fell short in comparison to the others. So it's not saying that she's not talented, not saying she's not good. She's a lovely, funny individual. And one of my favorites is at the end is they go, "You haven't seen the last of me." We have. Yeah.
You haven't seen the last of me. We might have. Bianca, thank you so much for joining me here at the Pit Stop today. You are iconic in every single way.
Well, thank you for having me, Miss Trixie Martel.
That was written on the card.
Oh, I was gonna say, it didn't sound you lost this acting challenge. Now, get ready to lip sync.
That would be how you go home on Drag Race, Bianca. You get a character that's really nice to people. And they're like, I didn't believe it. I didn't see it.
I can't thank you enough, Trixie. I had a great time chatting with you and catching up. And all jokes aside, you were lovely, you were talented, you were genuine, you are beautiful, and I cannot wait to kick your ass on All Winners season of Drag Race.
And thank you all for continuing to watch The Pit Stop. Join us next week for episode 8 of season 13 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Goodbye. Watch, they'll cut out all you say, and there'll be a mega cut of me saying all this awful shit, and you'll tweet it like, I told you, she's really gone over the line.
Oh, without a doubt. We can tell you've gone over the line. We can see your lips.
Yeah, this is the line I went over.
Look over here. The Drag Race YouTube channel is always bringing amazing content, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a single thing.